Alright, everybody, welcome back to Bad End Theater. We've got 5 more endings, I think, for the maiden left. So, let's pop in and see what we can get today. I'm gonna try to get the Possessive Overlord ending with the underlings saving the maiden this time. I think to start off nice and spicy. I think that's my play. Let's introduce ourselves. There we go. But the Overlord stops. Or rather, someone has stopped her. Whatever held back your scream before doesn't stop you this time. The Overlord is being ripped to shreds by one of her demon underlings. You think you recognize them, but it's hard to tell with all the blood. Everyone stopped moving now. The room is silent, save for the underlings' heavy breathing. You thank them for what they've done. Even though it was awful, you feel you've been rescued from a terrible fate. They look at you, confused for a moment, but then puff out their chest.
You should probably go home. This place is dangerous.
You follow their advice and make your way out of the castle. You decide never to leave home again for the rest of your life. And your role is done. Escaped maiden! Saved from the Overlord. Wonderful. Alright, and then there were 4. That being said, though, there's a trait I'm missing for our underling, and I don't know what it is. And I got all their endings, so I'm really not sure what it is. But we shall figure it out. What? Did I miss anything with you? It must be whatever this is, I guess. Okay. Well, we'll put a pin in that for right now, because there's at least one. I was thinking of leaving the true end for the last end for our maiden. I could get this one, maybe. Okay, I need our Overlord to be antisocial. And you have to be trusting. And you have to be disloyal. Okay. We can try this. Trusting, antisocial, disloyal. Trusting, disloyal, antisocial. That should work. Okay, let's give that a try. Can we get another ending? Obey. I don't know if I need to grab the hero and run or leave on my own. I can't remember. Leave on my own? There we go. A suspicious group of demons stands just outside the entrance. They're talking about assassinating the Overlord! They immediately notice you overheard them. The underling you recognize from before is the first to do something about it. Underling, I thought you were my hero.
This is just the way it has to be.
They suddenly attack you. In that moment, you regret having ever trusted the demons. You die instantly. The music just... Slaughter maiden! Well, that worked out well for me. I mean, yes and no, it did. Yay, I got this. But there's something else here. Okay. I think I see the Matrix. I think I see what must be done. Yes. I understand what I must do. Let's see. You guys all stay there. Don't be resolute, because you need to go alone. I need to, like, slaughter you from this guy's perspective, potentially. Or maybe I have the option to stop him from slaughtering you so that we can set that trait. That's my best guess. Let's see. She greets you and says she has a favor to ask. You consider your options. Could still eat her. You're in a good mood today, and are rather curious about what the maiden has to say. I guess I haven't unlocked this branch before. Humans don't usually talk to you, so this is kind of exciting. You hadn't guessed it would even be possible to understand each other before now. The maiden is going on and on about some kind of destiny she's trying to fulfill. The bottom line, from what you gather, is that she wants you to take her to the Overlord. Sounds like it could be interesting. Besides, you have nothing better to do. Satisfied with your day out, you take the maiden back to the castle and present her to the Overlord. Alright. Let's be disloyal. Yes, it's worked! You and your friends turn to notice the maiden from earlier has overheard your entire conversation. It'd be bad for you if the Overlord found out about this. Captor! There we go. Okay. I want to see this from Underling's perspective, and then we'll do Tosser in the dungeon.
This is just the way it has to be,
You declare, before jumping her and clawing her guts out. It turns out you're already an expert at ending lives. Your friends call you a show-off. You go back into the castle to wash off all the icky human blood. As you're finishing up, you hear the sounds of battle outside. A hero has come. Seeing the dead maiden must have made him pretty angry. You get to thinking, if this hero took down the Overlord for you, everything might actually work out in your favor. You wait for things to die down outside before poking your head out. You spot the Overlord and hero locked in battle. They've worn each other down, making this very easy for you. Once an opening presents itself, you hit the back of the hero's head, knocking him out.
What are you doing? Couldn't you tell this was a duel?
You don't respond. You have to carry out the assassination. You tackle her and rip her to shreds with your claws until she stops moving. You finish off the hero next. You can't let him revive and come after you later. Kind of a cheap victory, but it doesn't make any difference. Anyone who managed to survive comes crawling out of their hiding places. You are the new ruler of this castle. Your subjects bow before you. You live in fear that they will one day betray you as you had betrayed your Overlord. Happy ending. Nice. So that's a variant of Lord Underling. Very interesting. Oh yay, Puppet Master! Unlocked all the actors' behaviors. I'll take that. Okay, let's do the Captor route. I imagine everything else plays out the same from there, from the Underling's perspective. You and your friends seize the maiden and bring her to the dungeon under the castle. It's empty, save for the decorative skulls. They're only there to make it feel more spooky. The maiden is very upset. You leave her in the cell to continue scheming with your friends. But now a hero has arrived at the front gates. He's asking about a maiden, perhaps the very one you just locked up. The gatekeeper, who must have seen everything, tells the hero exactly what happened. What an idiot, you think. Why give the hero an excuse to start slaughtering us? The hero yells,
prepare to face justice!
And other such cliché hero lines before driving his sword into the gatekeeper's torso. You're small compared to a lot of your friends, so you're able to slip away without getting cut up by that sword. Alright, and then Lord Underling. How interesting, seeing that play out like that. Okay, so we want him to be disloyal and Captor. Everything else can stay the same. Now we do it from the maiden's perspective. Obey. Leave on my own. They immediately notice you overheard them and decide to lock you in the dungeon before you can cause any trouble. You cry out, but the demons ignore your protests. You can't believe you escaped possibly being thrown in a cell back in your village, only to be tossed in this awful place. This is terrible. Who's going to keep these demons from harming the Overlord? You hope she can fend for herself. You sure can't. You hear the sounds of battle echoing through the halls outside. Did the hero follow you? If he's out there, your cries don't reach him. After a while, the violence seems to die down. It's impossible to tell what's happened. You continue to wait, but no one comes for you. Unable to escape, you rot in that cell. Underling, how could you do that to me? Imprisoned maiden. I do guess the Underling had some important things on their mind, like betrayal. Inevitable betrayal. Okay, so that means we've only got 2 left, and everything else is otherwise cleared, yes? Goodly? Goodly. Okay, so we've got 2 options to get to this one. Okay, so we want to make sure the Overlord is not merciful, first of all. Okay, that's fine. And then... we could do what we've been doing and just bring the hero with us. Sure. That'll make it easier, right? Right. Okay. Let's try that. Introduce. The Overlord allows the two of you to leave, and you give her a little wave as you exit the room. You'll be back soon! Or will we? Near the castle's entrance, you spy a group of suspicious demons congregating. They're talking about assassinating the Overlord. You have to warn her. But the hero shakes his head. He says that if this is the true nature of demons, the world is better off with less of them. This isn't right, you think? What kind of hero passes up the chance to save a life? The demons have taken notice of you. It's now or never. You take off into the castle, and the unreliable hero follows shortly after. You burst into the Overlord's room, all your words spilling out at once. You should probably slow down, but there's no time. The Overlord seems to have followed your frantic explanation, but clearly doesn't understand the urgency of the situation. The underling you recognize from before barges in, calling you a liar. You're surprised they were a part of this evil plot. They seemed so nice. The other demons come in right after them, saying the whole thing was the first underling's idea. Everyone's shouting at each other now. It's really stressing you out. You are relieved when the Overlord demands silence. She threatens them with violence, and you think she is very Overlord-like in this moment. The group of demons hiss to each other before shutting the door, leaving the little one behind. You watch as it pounds on the door in distress. Have they locked you all in? You have a bad feeling about this. And thinking that must have jinxed it, because now the room is engulfed in flames. If only you had ignored those demons before, you and the hero wouldn't have stumbled into this situation. If you had just pretended not to hear them, if you left as you were told, only the Overlord would have been killed. But you couldn't have done that. That path isn't an option for you. It's interesting that you word it that way. You think that no matter what, you'll always strive for the path where everyone survives. It must exist. It simply must. The Overlord seizes her underling. They beg for their life. You pray. You don't know what else to do, so you just pray. The Overlord's claws pierce the underling's chest. They scream an awful scream. She digs and twists her claws into the poor thing while you continue to pray. But there's no saving any of you now. You, the Overlord, the hero, and the underling's corpse are consumed by flames. Devout maiden. Maiden prays. Some interesting wording in that ending, I must say. Alright, time for the maiden's true ending. And also maybe getting a letter? That'd be pretty cool. Oh, haha. Or not. I forgot that I have to set my traits. Merciful would be good. Let's try that one more time. There we go. Much better. The Overlord spares the underling. You feel relieved, but does it make any difference? Will you all burn together? Interesting. Maiden's true end. Tragedy. A letter flutters down. Number 2. It can't end like this.
You want to answer the maiden's prayers. You've decided to find a way to save everyone. But retracing the paths you've seen so far, there doesn't seem to be any room to avoid a bad ending. Is there really nothing you can do to keep them all from getting killed in the end? If there's nothing you can do by acting from within their story, maybe it's time to take things into your own hands.
They're on fire? Is that what I'm seeing? Hey, it's me! I'm a question mark. The music. Interesting. On fire. Why? Alright, let's read number 2.
My love, I finally fulfilled a childhood dream of mine. Yes, that's right. I opened up my very own theater. You would be so proud if you could only see it. I know how much it would have meant to you to be at my side on opening night. I'm sorry for going ahead without you, but I thought, if my theater could become world famous, then maybe you just might hear of it, wherever you are. Forever yours, Tragedy.
Alright, well. Okay, I gotta know something. I need to, like, just... The hero is burning. Okay, I need to see all these. The maiden is burning. The underling is burning. Poor underling. Face down in the flames. And finally, the overlord is burning. But I'm not. Maybe?
You boldly insert yourself into the story and use your incredible power to warp everyone to safety.
Man, I didn't know I was so powerful.
You didn't know you could do that. But what's going on here? You take a moment to get a good look at yourself. You are... you. But why are you pitch black? You feel that this body doesn't accurately represent you, but you move past it. The hero, maiden, underling, and overlord have been staring at you too. They look like they don't really know what they're supposed to do right now. You guess that's because you're usually the one guiding them. What will you say to them?
Hi guys! I've come to save you! Hi guys!
You smile awkwardly and introduce yourself. The maiden is the first to respond.
My prayers have been answered! You must be...
Her god? No. You're merely the player. If there was any god here, they'd be the final boss. That's just how these role-playing games go. Now you realize what the real true ending must be.
Tragedy? Is that you?
Now. Enough of this. I admit I've been encouraging you all along, but a self-insert story? How passé. You watch helplessly as tragedy descends from the heavens. You didn't honestly believe you were the only one who could force your way onto the stage, did you? I am the narrator, storyteller, god of this world. Call me Tragedy if you'd like. Darkness envelops your party. You don't mind if I send each of them back to relive one of the many bad endings, right? You are alone in the darkness with me, Tragedy. I sincerely hope you've been enjoying your time in my theater. Though I can't oblige you stealing the show without permission, it's quite disrespectful.
I'm sick of all these bad endings. I want to see something new.
Are you trying to say my bad endings have gone out of style? You have some nerve. You think defeating me might just be the only way to see a better ending? It's all that's left for you, isn't it? Well, this does sound like it could be entertaining. Show me what you've got.
Hey, I've prepared for this moment by playing Persona 5. I'm ready to fight God. Let's go. It wouldn't be my first time.
The stage is set for your final battle against me, the god of this world. What will you do? How will you fight against tragedy itself? I'd love to see it.
Do I Undertale this and defend? Or do I attack? I'll go on the defense.
You try closing off your heart to protect yourself, but it doesn't make you feel any better. Oh, is that all? You'll never defeat me like that.
You're right.
Perhaps you don't understand just how outclassed you are here.
Whoa. That's gorgeous.
Behold my beautifully tragic tales. Doesn't seeing them all again make your heart ache? You've witnessed all 41 of my painstakingly crafted endings. You must be as much of a masochist as me.
Probably.
I commend your thoroughness. Surely these characters have a special place in your heart. They're still suffering backstage, you know. It's a shame they couldn't make it here to the end of the world. That's right. You came here to save them. You can't do this alone.
Okay. Summon. You find the hero in his home, hunched over a sewing table. Your sudden intrusion scares the hell out of the poor guy. Are you making your hero outfit? Because if so, I approve.
Are you some kind of demon?
You explain that, no, you're not a demon. You're... How can you explain it in a way the hero can understand? Instead, you ask what he's sewing.
Oh, this? I craft all my own hero gear.
Knew it. You sense his pride in his hobby. You wonder if the costumes are what attracted him to the role of hero. Amazing.
Would you like some clothes? You don't seem to be wearing any.
You remember the state of your body and decide that, yes, some clothes from the hero would be nice. He is overjoyed by your answer. Apparently his outfits are too gaudy for the other townsfolk, so no one else wants them. The true end for the hero suddenly becomes clear. You offer to change his fate.
I could make a living as a tailor rather than a hero? Please, tell me what I can do to reach that dream.
The hero will now fight alongside you. Let's go! Where's my clothes?
I agreed to follow you, but I didn't expect to face something like this. The hero has arrived. We really couldn't have a final boss battle without him. You're the one who's been killing us. Murderer! I can't truly call myself a hero until I see you defeated. We'll see about that.
Tragedy attacks with a terrible fate. Fire, no! Willpower and justice. My HP is at 37. Do I bring everybody in first? He's got infinite health. You know what? Well... Like, do I have the entire crew here, or if I summon somebody else, does the hero disappear? I don't know. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna try some willpower.
Your reign of terror ends here, tragedy! I refuse to give in!
The hero uses his willpower to overcome tragedy. Tragedy is reeling! Nice. Hit him with that justice! The hero tries using his belief in justice to fight tragedy.
That justice applies to you too, does it not? Will you pay for your own misdeeds?
Ow! I got hit again. Okay, so we need the hero's willpower, but not necessarily his justice. I'm gonna bring these people in the order I did them, so Overlord, I choose you. You enter into the Overlord's room, relieved to see the fire contained to the torches on the walls. When you close the door behind you, the Overlord rises from her slumber.
Who are you? Have you come to reside in my castle and serve me?
You explain that no, you're not here to serve her. It's more like you've come to do her a favor. You ask why she spends all day sleeping instead of commanding her demon army. She laughs in response.
Many of my underlings certainly think I should be more aggressive with the humans, like my father before me. His quest for revenge was endless and self-perpetuating. There's a reason I had to destroy him.
You can't help but think it's a little late in the game to be getting some new backstory. No, let her continue.
I have no interest in waging war on the humans. I merely wish to be left alone, to live a peaceful, indulgent life in my castle.
You realize she must actually be very lonely, only surrounded by soldiers instead of friends. No wonder she gets so attached to the maiden. The true end for the Overlord suddenly becomes clear. You offer to change her fate.
My own attempts at peace have been rather imperfect. If you offer a solution, then very well. I will follow you.
The Overlord will now fight alongside you! Yay! I love the animation. It looks so good.
I see. So this is tragedy.
Ah, you've brought the Overlord. I don't stand a chance now.
You prevented me from attaining peace for long enough. Prepare to die!
I hope you're prepared to face your deaths as well.
Tragedy attacks with a terrible fate. Ow! I need healing. I should probably get the maiden next because she's probably like a cleric or something, or some kind of holy healer. Ambition or brutality? Brutality's probably bad, but ambition's probably good, right?
I'll reach my true ending with my own power.
The Overlord uses her ambitious nature to overcome tragedy. Tragedy is reeling. Nice. And I got a nose. The Overlord tries to fight tragedy with sheer brutality.
Oh, has violence really been working out for you so far? I'll show you my own brutality.
Ow. Almost at half health. It's fine. Alright, underling, I choose you! You approach the gates of the Overlord's castle. The underling is on guard duty, as you expected. They call out to you. The other demon guard is sound asleep.
Hey, you're a pretty weird-looking intruder. What do you want?
You explain that, no, you're not an intruder, although you're definitely intruding into their story right now. You tell the underling you've come to save them from tragedy.
Okay. Try saving me from boredom first. I hate this job.
The underling snickers. You ask what kind of job they'd rather have.
It'd be best if I didn't have to work at all. I just want to live a carefree life and never get bossed around or picked on.
You think of the underling's friends who had bullied them into an assassination plot only to betray them in the end. If they kept better company, maybe they wouldn't feel so restless. The true end for the underling suddenly becomes clear. You offer to change their fate.
So there's a way that even work can be fun. Sounds fake, but I'll tag along with you just in case.
Nice. The underling will now fight alongside you. The underling's like, ah!
Wait, what the fuck? You didn't say anything about a boss battle!
The underling. You must be desperate to call on such an unreliable ally.
How? If I beat this guy up, all my problems will be over.
Oh, but it won't be that easy.
Tragedy attacks with a terrible fate. Ow. Use your mischief. The underling tries to evade tragedy through mischievous means.
You're so much fun. Would you like a reminder of where that mischief will lead you?
Sad and alone. Alright, use your tenacity.
Knock me down and I'll just come back stronger.
The underling uses their tenacity to overcome tragedy. Woo! Tragedy is reeling. Alright, we need some willpower, we need some ambition, we need some tenacity, and most importantly, we need the maiden. You happen to find the maiden as she exits the church, her heart set on meeting a demon. Perfect timing! She approaches you, having already taken notice of your odd form.
Excuse me, are you a traveler? I've never seen anyone like you before.
You explain that no, you're not a traveler. Well, maybe you are in a sense. You've come all this way. I'm the traveler like you. The maiden regards you with excited curiosity.
Then perhaps you might be a demon? I was hoping I would meet one today.
You think of all the terrible fates that hope would bring about. She is the catalyst of this story, after all.
My role as a maiden is to be captured by the Overlord. But you see, I've grown so tired of waiting.
You remember this part. She wanted to understand her role better, and so you ask what it is that she's really hoping to gain from this. The maiden is confused by your question. Perhaps it was as simple as wanting to reach the place she felt like she belonged. The true end for this maiden suddenly becomes clear. You offer to change her fate.
If there's something I can do to find fulfillment, then please guide me!
The maiden will now fight alongside you! We got the team!
What is this horrible creature?
You wound me, dear maiden. Is tragedy really such a terrible thing to behold?
I remember now. I remember all the awful things you put us through.
Then this should be familiar to you as well.
Tragedy attacks with a terrible fate! Ow!
Ha ha ha! Now that the whole party is here, can you solve my final puzzle? Which combination of behaviors will open the path to your true ending? Show me!
Alright, well we already got 3 of them. For the maiden... Trying to think what didn't make sense for her. Because I'm like, she was kind, she was hopeful. I guess her hope got her into trouble in the first place, right? Because she was hoping to be caught by a demon. And then that hope led to everyone's bad ending, so maybe hope is the wrong answer?
Our true endings do exist. They simply must.
The maiden hopes with all her heart to overcome tragedy. This is it. With everyone's hearts united, you take aim toward your best possible futures. You all unleash one final attack to destroy tragedy once and for all. Yay! HP is 0. Sorry, tragedy. Not this day.
Ha! Ha ha ha! You've done it! You've managed to defeat me! A tragic ending for tragedy itself! I love it! I must thank you all for fulfilling your roles perfectly.
Starring Hero as himself. Amazing.
Thank you, Hero.
Starring Maiden as herself.
Thank you, Maiden.
Starring Underling as themselves. I like that the Underling is happy.
Thank you, Underling.
Starring Overlord as herself.
Thank you, Overlord.
Enough of this nonsense! We defeated you, so die already!
Written and produced by Tragedy.
Don't worry, I'll be making my exit shortly.
Directed by you! Hey, that's me!
Finally, thank you most of all. We couldn't have made it here without you. Yes, my bad end theater did contain a truly good ending after all. I apologize for antagonizing you for so long. I wanted to deliver a satisfying story. Was I able to do it? I wonder.
No! I can't save either. I'm satisfied or no? I mean, everyone's alive. They're a little confused. I gotta know what no is. I'm sorry.
Well, I did my best. Happy endings shouldn't always come easily. Reality is not so kind. But you've earned this one. Here's your true ending.
Your true end. Yay! I can't believe it broken. Hey, the tailor! Give it up for no longer the hero, but the tailor. Amazing. Oh, I did it! Oh! We got singing. I guess that's when Tragedy was writing his play.
Wandering all alone, searching for my lost love, stumbled toward bed and theater. Though its plays were cold, I still felt this warmth from them. Isn't that strange? Can't help thinking of your face. For all your tragedies, all right, happy endings.
Aww.
Undo all our suffering. I've missed you, my darling.
Were we the one that he was writing the letters to? Oh no, I'm sad. I'm really sad now that that I said no to him. I'm a terrible person. What does something's missing mean? Hey.
Oh. You're still here? The curtain has closed for the final time. I'm shutting down my theater. There are no more tragedies left for me to tell, after all.
There is one more.
Me? You'd like to know why I started this theater? Because I'm obsessed with bad endings, of course. Remove the mask. You gently raise your fingers to the cracks in my mask. Piece by piece, it falls apart into your hands, revealing...
Oh! I can't believe... Wait! Maiden, the things you can do with your voice. I had no idea it was you. My comments are making much more sense to me after this. The upsetty spaghettiness of my comments makes much more sense after this.
I should have warned you. This might affect what you think of my stories. You can't help but compare my face to the maiden's. I'm not her, but it's not like she isn't me necessarily. That's how it is with fiction.
Interesting.
Would you like to hear... not another ending, but... the truth?
Tell me.
Alright. One last story. You may already know this, but... it doesn't have a happy ending. First, I'll set the stage. In this world, there are no such things as demons, or even heroes, really. There was a girl eager to set out to fulfill some sort of destiny. That part was true. She met someone, another girl. A running theme, isn't it? The maiden and the overlord. The two were inseparable. And for a time, everything was just wonderful. But their families, the communities they came from, neither could approve of their relationship. That is the reality for many. This pair was no different. Despite their best efforts, the world was intent on pulling them apart. We used to like the types of stories where love conquers all, where the strength of your love will pull you through any hardship and everything is okay in the end. I lost her. And then I started this theater.
But the story does have a happy ending.
Huh?
Yo! I was the overlord all along! I was hoping to find you.
It's you!
It's been so long.
I thought I'd never see you again.
You always think of the worst endings. I wasn't about to give up just because things got difficult.
Why didn't you reveal yourself sooner? I feel like such a fool.
I could say the same to you. You knew I could never resist giving your stories a happy ending. So of course I would be drawn to a place like this.
Yes, but I didn't think it would actually work.
Sometimes everything does turn out okay in the end.
Thank you for reminding me of that. I love you.
I love you too. Yay! Now truly everyone can live happily ever after. Tragedy's end! I've missed you, my darling. Yay! That was amazing. I did not see that twist at all. That was fantastic. It was a love story. Of course it was. I'm sad I didn't pick the wrong answer for the maiden. My thought process was completely wrong, because of course hope beats tragedy. I should have realized that. I played enough Danganronpa after all. But that was fantastic. That was just so awesome. I'm curious, what happens when you enter again?
There's nothing more to see, my love. But if you'd like to reset, if you really want to experience everything all over again, I'm happy to oblige. Shall we begin the resetting process?
Huh. Okay. If I say never mind, does that take me back to the menu?
You're so fickle. Let me know if you change your mind.
Okay. Alright, I gotta know what she says, if I agree. Let's reset!
There are two options. Keep some of your progress and reset to before you started the true ending. Or you can erase all of your progress and replay the game as if it's your very first time. You'll have to collect everything all over again. You can't take this back, so choose carefully.
Total reset. There we go. There's an achievement, I think, for this.
Your progress has been completely reset. Does this count as a bad ending? Well, just in case. Total reset end.
Yay. Alright, and now I can say I've officially finished it. That song was beautiful. I love that the person that was doing all these bad endings was the person that was dragged away from tragedy. And we got all these letters, and we learned about their story, and there was actually a story about the two of them. I wonder who the hero and underling represented in their story, if anybody. They might just have been side characters to fill out the story, but it'd be interesting that they were based on actual people in tragedy and the Overlord's life. I wonder what the Overlord, like the character that tragedy was in love with, what their name is. I really should have picked up on the fact, too, that I think in letter number 4, there's some dialogue from Tragedy's love, and it's in the same color as the Overlord's text, and I just never, I never drew that conclusion, and I'm like, that's some foreshadowing if I had been smarterer. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for joining me. That was wonderful. I had a great time with this. I hope you enjoyed the ending to Bad End Theater. I guess I gotta get some thoughts together on this. I don't quite know how I'm gonna put it together, but I'll figure it out. And if you have some final thoughts, I'd like to hear them too. Everything you thought about this and what you enjoyed. So yeah, thanks again for joining me, guys. Until next time, I will see you later.